and welcome to this special edition of Backstage at the Dakota. I'm Pete Rhodes, your host for this special edition as we interview one-on-one the extraordinary, renowned world guitarist. She's known as the female Jimi Hendrix. She's performing here tonight, coming back to the Twin Cities, Malina Moye. We're also going to be presenting a special recognition award from the Minnesota Black Music Awards, their 41st year presentation to Malina tonight on this special event. So stay right where you are. Take it all in. It's going to be a fantastic show here, backstage at the Dakota with BMA Networks.
Hey everybody, it's Malina Moye, and I am so excited to be here back home in Minnesota, and especially live coming to you on the BMA Network. Mr. Pete Rhodes and Miss Kim have always been super supportive and just the most incredible, fantastic people that you could have ever imagine, and just to have really accept and love what you do. So I'm excited to be here. So thank you so much for having me. So a little bit about me. I actually grew up here in the Twin Cities, so it's good to be back home, especially here at the Dakota. I feel like we finally doing something, y'all. They let me back in the building. Or let me say this, they let me in the building. So to be here in Minnesota at the Dakota is wonderful, and to just also be honored by you guys is incredible. I mean, growing up in Minnesota and just being influenced by the Minneapolis sound and just loving so many of the artists that have come out of Minnesota. I think that just we as Minnesotans have just helped to shape the music industry, just the culture, and just to finally come back and to be here is incredible. So thank you. I grew up in a family band, so it was always my mom, my dad, and my brothers. And us growing up as Lemoyais here, living in the Twin Cities, and always having an opportunity to participate in, all the battle of the bands. And I think watching my mom and dad prior to that, I remember the first time my dad gave me a guitar. He gave me the guitar as a right-handed player, but I couldn't play it like that. So I took the guitar and flipped it upside down, and I started playing it, backwards. And he was like, "Malina, what are you doing?" And I was like, "This feels right." So I just went with it, but I want to say like about 9. So I just kept going with it, and then I want to say, yeah, it's Minnesota. I mean, to me, Minnesotans are just, it's like you go to every corner, we have like tons of artists, and just, I always say some of the best musicians, and just rich with the culture of Prince. I love Prince. A lot of people would say Jimi Hendrix. I love Jimi, but my dad would always say, we never played a lot of Jimi Hendrix in our home. I actually got more into Jimi Hendrix, I think, as I got older, and the more I dived into being a guitarist. But I love Prince for me, Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, a lot of artists like this. I love, just to me, it's all about George Benson, Paul Jackson Jr., Jesse Johnson. I mean, we have some of the baddest guitar players in the world. I mean, so it's like, you go out the door and you just have, you can literally, growing up, you can see them play right there in front of you. So I think being influenced by people and then having an opportunity to actually see them do it. And then also, as time went on, to be on the Experience Hendrix tour and, be around some of the best players in the world, from Kenny Wayne Shepherd and Eric Gales and Buddy Guy. And then when you see certain things and having the opportunity to just ask them, how did you do it? And then for them to just show you, it makes it a little different. Well, see, I'm that artist that feels like music, the notes don't understand that they're supposed to stay in boxes. So I myself don't stay in boxes. So I always look at it like this. Everything depends on the story that you wish to tell with what you have. We all have access to the same notes. So when people always ask me that, I like to say, you tell me, what do you think it reminds you of? And I trust you with that. I really do. I trust you with the answer that you think. But if I had to say something, I would obviously say it's a mixture of funk, pop, rock, and soul. And when I think of that, I always go back to, well, then that means Minnesota.
My name is Pete Rhodes, and this is my lovely wife and partner, Kimberly Liddell Rhodes. We are the founders of the Minnesota Black Music Awards that we started back in 1982, and I first want to thank the Dakota for allowing us to be here tonight and to make this special presentation. Our goal always has been with the awards program to promote, recognize, and to preserve Black music artists and their music here in the Twin City area. And tonight, we recognize a world-renowned singer, songwriter, guitarist. Guitar World actually proclaimed her, saying that this artist has carved out her own lane, becoming one of the world's premier guitarists of our generation. Ken.
This year, we celebrate and recognize one of Minnesota's brightest stars, an alum of the Minnesota Black Music Awards show. Here we have Malina Moye.
Before we give her this fantastic award, we want to just give you a little bit of this fantastic artist that we're so proud of. Go ahead and continue, Kim.
Okay. Her contributions include the first female guitarist to be invited to join the Experience Hendrix Tour. She was featured in the documentary Stratmasters, the greatest guitar story ever told.
As well, she was featured artist on Diamonds and Guitar Tour, also opening for acts like Robin Thicke and Journey. She's also played for the Queen Elizabeth herself. We're so proud of her. Malina is also a #1 Billboard artist with singles, EPs, and albums landing in the top 40 on the Billboard charts. Billboard has proclaimed her as one of our generation's most inspirational and empowering artists. We could go on and on and on till the break of dawn, but we know that you want to get to the show as much as we do, so it's with our pride and our honor that we present Malina with a special recognition for the 41st year of Minnesota Black Music Awards. We're so proud of you. Congratulations.
Honestly, I'm speechless. To look at it in real life is thank you. Thank you so much.
We're not going to hold up here because we're ready for the show. Y'all ready for the show?
I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. And thank everybody for coming out. We grew up in the Twin Cities. My dad is here, and my brother and my family, and we love Minnesota. So this means so much to me to be here and to be recognized by my family. Growing up, we always loved being a part of the Minnesota Black Music Awards, and we always wanted to get an award. And so to finally have one is incredible. Yeah. Thank you.
Malina Moye performed an excellent show here tonight at the Dakota for this Backstage at the Dakota. I'm your host, Pete Rhodes. It was a pleasure being with her tonight, as well presenting her with a special Minnesota Black Music Award. And we're especially proud of what we're doing for BMA Networks, bringing you Backstage at the Dakota. Thank you for joining us. That's a wrap. BMA Backstage at the Dakota.